Okay, seeing this, now I'm wishing I didn't recognize this. Somewhere in here, get in with a stop. So what's your plan when it actually opens? Well, avoid up and down, so throttle back. Okay, I'm gonna put in a stop loss. Couple $100.
Master the movement where you can really read it pretty well. Versus, I think if you're bouncing around it, just every stock or market has its own personality.
Only trading
Market's not even open yet. We're
5.
Higher here.
Minute and a half to go, but God, this could plunge.
Wonder too if we stab
But if it does plunge,
kind of the pre-market double bottom here.
I think that's where you catch it resurge.
This did a very clean stair step pattern right here.
Need to lose $250, but
and then technically we got a little more bearish, came down and tested this one, but it's still bullish for sure.
I think you need to make it a trail.
How do I classify a liquidity sweep versus an actual strong breakout? A lot of times it's and that's where learning the market I think helps, but it's really how it reacts. One thing is like,
oh, you just didn't do this. You got to get your shit together.
Happening, we maybe had somewhat of an
so gentle.
But we've had a lot of time to consolidate here. That I think that makes a failed breakout less likely because it's had time to work off the unknown. Versus if it kind of was like this, and then started accelerating.
I'm gonna take a chance. No. Ah, shit. Lost $81. All right, well. All right, relax right now. You didn't get what you wanted there, but your trail helped you a lot.
Wonder if there's this panel going on right now. Yeah, the highs a little better. Slowly unreasonable off the highs. There you go. I'm loving lowest channel right there.
You're trading the open.
Put that on the 1-minute chart too.
And you're waiting to react.
Big opening candle. Haven't had one of those in a minute. It's not 100 points, but it's definitely bigger.
Tell you what. Well, you would have got cream there, but wouldn't have made much.
Sometimes it can. This could literally just be an opening liquidity.
Why did it buy? Oh, buy, sell. Those aren't numbers. Not showing the numbers there. Huh.
Yeah, wait.
There's quantity.
What is it? Where's the fill up? Does it try and stop here and pop up? Or is this just gonna kind of roll over?
Well, you should have been thinking of a short there, son.
We're in this
We're
large.
more in a risk-taking mode right now, so stop it.
Maybe. Super wide though. I don't think it's really gonna play out. I'm just gonna leave it on at 5 minutes for a minute. See how the first couple minutes play.
Well, short would have really worked.
I do like
FOMO
this potential.
crossed my little brain right there.
And fill this gap today. Hard part is
Just think of profit takers. They're always there.
tricky.
They're always there.
5 minute lower high, I think you guys go with that. Because right now it's just, I mean, this is the most top I've ever. Like maybe we break this support or trend line and make a lower high. But we could also, it's still really just in this, it could, I'm trying to just do all the options right now, but see what makes sense. Like, what would I like to look for to jump in short? I don't want to just react and chase the move if I think it's going to play out. I like having
Yeah, I'm thinking of
what I want to see.
shorting. I'm thinking of longing, but I'm chasing at a volatile time. You're better off losing $81 today. I mean, that looks like it's turning up. So why would you short?
And if it just turns into a chop fest, I'm not touching that either.
Yeah, it's not high percentage. Wow, right back. Look at that. Not enough of a warning that it was going to happen.
Yeah, just crazy volatility. I mean, we totally might. We could just turn into a wedge here. I mean, yesterday was kind of choppy. Overnight action was choppy. Pretty good signals to say we might remain choppy at least for an initial while.
If I didn't have the trail, I would have been able to catch that for a slight profit, I think. Slight.
The checklist I have on my screen is an indicator add-on.
That's where you missed stuff.
That I made. There's a link for it. If you want to check it out in the description. And this could be this is technically maybe a lower high, but it's just so, like on a 5 minute, that's not really setting up something that makes sense. This could just be chopping it, right? It's not really like a methodical lower high or something.
All right, you made back a little bit.
And that's what I prefer to wait for. Something that's very clear.
Take out the stop loss. You can enter one quicker.
Cause these candlesticks are, like, how big is it? Not crazy, 40 points. This one is,
All right, you're only down 22 bucks. Let's just relax
right
now.
now, it just looks like it's like me.
I think it is a chop fest.
Not much to do.
Nope, he's right. Not much to do.
Oil's kind of just still cruising up on a daily chart. That 50% pullback is kind of here. That's really dependent on news, though, where that ends up topping out.
You're just doing the same thing you'd usually do. You're not playing anything other than choppiness, not something established. That would have been a fucking beauty.
Seem like a healthy down like that. I think there's good gap potential on the downside. I just
No.
need to see some kind of other, like, I think there's good potential to give this back up. It's a 50-minute chart. And there's good gaps here. There's a gap down here. The market closed yesterday, so if you were just looking at no overnight action, it went from, down here and opened up here. There's a big gap there.
That's range bound. Be careful.
Right now, it's just being choppy and bullish, so it's like I'm not going to look for a short until that starts to break down.
That short would have worked.
To me, this is not. This could be choppy, but it's just very. The candlesticks are all over the place. So it's not really, making a signal for that yet that
Man, it's just chop, chop, chop.
maybe if we get like a breakout here and pull back and test this, that could be a decent little breakout pullback. And if it's good enough, like, to me, that still counts as kind of a reversal trade. Just looking at this reversing with the trend. But otherwise, it's a very big play. That's, what I'm looking for a lot of the time is almost much more of a shorter move. And right now, the current trend is all top chop. So it'd be very easy to get chopped out and take a loss.
Glad you didn't do that. Oop, look at that. Hit it twice. All right, you're in my money. 47.50 covered your costs. Let's rest this for a while. Too long.
And it kind of happened.
Okay, see, you missed that.
Oh, should I
and
be
that.
more aggressive with
That would have been
how I
a
just
rough
did?
one.
And then you kind of do, and it just doesn't.
Is this gonna come out way up
Value is
here?
very hard to execute. I'm just,
You would be entering middle,
better at it.
never enter middle.
But that waiting is really hard sometimes. Because you feel like I'm just sitting here doing nothing. For 9:45,
Oh boy.
just sit on a 5 minute to kind of just not look at the noise. Because honestly, like it's just chop fest on a 1 minute. It's a volatile chop fest.
Yeah, picked up nothing.
I work with any funded companies. I don't. I push
Playing with fire.
trading and then trading a small
You
account.
lucked out on that.
I lose less.
All right, let's just wait. This is too volatile.
It increases the likelihood that
Just wait.
it could fake lower. I honestly see a
I
breakout.
just saw my take profit was still up there. Would have been shorting it because I entered it after, not with the initial trade. So you got to remember that's going to be lingering, and that could get you in badly if it wasn't what you were anticipating. Pay attention to that.
What I say about funded accounts, I just don't like them for beginners because I think
We're going short.
mistakes and funded accounts, the fees you'll pay are.
I'm just trying to take some money home.
Basically,
257. Good enough.
Way less money.
Might have been 500.
Brokerage account, depositing $100 and paying like a small monthly data.
You're playing with fire. As usual, made $140 there. Never came up to your sell. You're so close to 6,000. The temptation is killing you.
Thank you for the main support level on the way down. This support level, kind of this one, but that's definitely more minor. But I think once we kind of break these.
What's that going to do? Just a guessing game.
Okay, there's this guy down here, and then it's the lows. But these are all very minor. There's a lot of gap here to accelerate. But definitely need to see how if this.
We have positions here.
Potential downtrend I'm looking at here.
Well, you should have been in for a long time here.
So it's testing these lows now. That could be interesting to see kind of where it is at 10 o'clock. That's a reversal timing. And so does it look like it's going to bounce? Because, I mean, big picture, trying to focus on that again. I mean, daily chart. And we haven't closed this, but like, this is a bottoming pattern. This 3 candlestick pattern. And I mean, not even thinking about that, like big picture, I do like this double bottom. 50% pullback, this move up. This
What else are you looking at?
I mean, even if the big picture is to the upside, we can still totally sell this off.
Okay.
And come down here and then.
Don't jump here.
These moves are pretty volatile back and forth. And so if we're gonna keep doing that, to me, like that's that. But this is also a pretty strong, still bull candle. Like this bullet flag pattern is still holding. And so we might just. doing that little fake out lower, that just pushes the market higher. But again, the movement's still just choppy.
Nope. Be careful. I was thinking short. You know, but it's failing. It comes down here. That makes you think it's a good entry. It's failing.
Nothing really to take. It's hard to say, I think it feels similar to yesterday. There's movement, there's definitely potential. Yesterday there was a spike lower, it eventually bottomed, eventually went down, but like the movement was not super clean.
Nice.
Today is feeling very fast.
Nice.
It seems like there's the potential for
$637.
or for this to pop and continue higher.
That was nice. What'd you make on that 380 on that move?
You could say there's kind of this wedge opening out into.
I'm not going to say I'm going to criticize that entry because I think it was a refresh off of this thing. So that was a nice gap. But I think it will be call it a day. Let's pause anyway. Let's pause and see if something develops. Watching Riley Coleman. But while it's chopping, let's be happy with what you got away with. All right, good. Okay, I had to go for Lola's car accident. But look how we hit a low. Would have been interesting to catch one of these. I would have followed that, of course. Don't think I would have caught that, but here's higher low. That one would have paid off pretty good. And that one was 11 o'clock. Riley's gone. I don't know if he would have caught this 10:15. See if I can get a playback on that. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it for today. 638.